Alright, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a double fight review. So we're going to London, England for Bellator number 267. First up, we're going to the strawweight division. Chiara Penco coming in at 5-3, taking on Katharina Dalisda coming in at 5-2. So first round, Penco landed a nice straight right early, and then Dalisda forced a clinch at the fence. Then decided to break it off after a bit. Then Penco tried to land big strikes, like an overhand and some kicks, while Dalisda a little more, she was a little more cautious with her strikings, a little more precise. Wasn't trying to land as big of shots. Penco pulled guard near the fence, and Dalisda decided to try to stack her. But Penco, deftly created some space to latch on the armbar. Now, Dalisda, she tried to defend it by slamming Penco, but honestly, that only made it worse. The armbar was real deep, forcing Katharina Dalisda to tap. For your winner, via submission due to armbar, 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the first round, Chiara Penco. So for things to work on for these two, for Penco, I'd like to really see her up her striking fundamentals. That's always been a problem in her arsenal, is that she just tries to throw those big strikes like the overhands, some big kicks. I'd really like to see her work on her striking fundamentals. For Dalisda, she's got to work on her armbar escapes. There's more to it than just the slam. In fact, the slam often just makes it worse. So I'd like to really see her work on her armbar defense. But a really quick first round submission for the strawweights in Bellator. Moving on to the second fight at flyweight, we had Elina Kallionidou coming in at 7-4, taking on Petra Castkova coming in at 4-3. Now, Částková was a very late notice replacement for Lucy Bertode. I believe she only came in as a replacement on Wednesday or even as late as Thursday to weigh in. So it started out first round, Petra caught a kick by Elina early and converted it to a takedown to side control before moving to north-south. Now, Elina had her arm around Částkova's head and was able to really wrench her around, force a sweep, and was able to get back to her feet and then pushed Petra to the cage. Now, Částková was able to sneak out the back and had a body lock around Elina. But Elina rolled for a leg lock, almost, I don't want to say an Imanari roll, but she rolled for the leg lock, eventually secured the heel hook, and Částková was forced to tap. For your winner, via submission due to heel hook, 2:07 of the first round, Elina Kallionido. That was actually Elina's first Bellator win. She had fought for them 4 times previously. All of her losses had come inside the Bellator cage, so this was her first win in Bellator. Only 22 years old too, and already up to 8-4 record. So for things to work on for Částková, obviously she's got to work on her leg lock defense. For Kallionidou, I'd like to see her set up her kicks better. Every time she threw a kick in this fight, which I think was twice, nothing was really setting them up. They were just kind of there, and that's what allowed Petra Castkova to catch the second one so easily, converted into that takedown. So she's got to work on her striking and work on setting up those kicks. Now, for fights to make for both of these, it's really hard to tell because, Kallionido, she's mostly just a Euro fighter for Bellator. So is Penco. They really only set them up when they come over to Europe, so it's going to be hard to say, especially for Penco, because Bellator, they don't have a strawweight division. For Kallionidou, they have a flyweight division, but for Penco, they don't really have anyone else at strawweight. So time is only going to tell what fights they'll take in the meantime. I would actually expect them to see each of them probably take a fight outside of Bellator before the next time Bellator goes back to Europe. Anyway, just 2 fast little fights, so 2 fast little fight reviews. Let me know your thoughts on them in the comments down below. I will link them in the description. Like the video, please, and while you're at it, go ahead, subscribe to WMMAC Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.